Hi folks, in this quick tutorial we're going to take a look at how you can go about adding an itemized bill such as a hotel stay and an accumulative total to that particular bill. So what I've done is I've started a test claim within the system to add this information in, and I'm going to come up and I'm going to click hotel. So that's the first thing we're going to add. I'm going to add in a hotel. So the transaction date I'm going to put in as today. A lot of these I'm just going to add as dummy information because this is just a test. Let me pop some details in here. And maybe this bill was for £300. Receipts I'm going to put down as yes, and obviously I will have scanned that and I will attach that to this particular entry, and I'm going to click down here, save and itemize. Now once that's itemized and put into the system, it's going to come up and give me an exception in the first instance because £300 is basically outside of the standard, if you like, the norm within Chiltern for a particular stay, but we can break it down. And this is the point at which we do this. We basically have to run through two specific pieces of itemization. One of them is what nightly costs did we incur whilst we were staying at the hotel. So I'm going to put, well, actually £300 was my cost, but actually I checked in on the 19th. I checked out today. That's 2 nights, and the room rate was £100 a night. Now that's going to straight away, so I know that I'm now itemizing £200 of that £100 bill. Maybe there were some other additional charges, so I'm going to put down, maybe one of them was parking, and maybe that was £10 a night, and maybe there was another one. Let's see if we can find something like maybe it's telecommunications, maybe that was an internet usage, and maybe I spent somewhere in the region of around about £15 per night for internet access during my stay. Now if I go ahead and click the Save Itemizations, what it's going to do is it's going to collate all of that information, and it's going to, up on the right hand side there, you can see that our total is 300, itemized is 250, but we still have £50 outstanding. So how do we go about saying, well, maybe you've got a meal, maybe the one night that you stayed you actually had a meal as well, maybe the 2 nights that you stayed you had 2 different meals and you want to be able to put them in. This is the point at which you can do this. Okay, so the expense type, you can actually go down, and this is where you can add something like a meal or a subsistence to your hotel stay. This isn't going to be something which is added for every night of your stay. This is just saying this is part of my bill. And then just to make it nice and easy for myself, I'm going to say that the actual bill for this particular meal came in at £50, and I'm going to click save. What that's going to give me is a total amount of 300 that has been fully itemized to include £300 worth of items, and then I can then submit that into the system. Obviously what you will notice is that we've got a whole bunch of these little exclamations here that if you click on, that will provide you a little bit more information as to why you can't actually add that at this point in time. This one, for instance, is missing a certain parking type. So simply by selecting that was off-street, multi-story, and clicking save is going to get rid of that initial exception, and I can basically work my way down through those and make sure that I've added any of those exception information pieces into it before I then submit the full claim. So that hopefully covers how you can itemize a bill and add in any of those additional extras that may have occurred during your stay at a hotel or during your a particular trip. Okay, that now concludes this very quick overview.